course you know I don't have it in me to become an outlaw. I really have to thank all of you for your encouragement and your support. Your words mean more to me than you can even imagine. And especially thank you to Puma Please, who encouraged me to invite God into my next interview. I had an interview today, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. I know that the building was beautiful. The mission of this institution is something that I could really, really get behind. The title of the position is something that I would love to be doing. It's called travel assistant. I also want to take this time now to thank especially all of the Michael Jackson fans that there are out there who watch my videos, and especially the Michael Jackson death hoax community people, because that's who I interact with most. All of you have taught me about who that man is, and you've shown him to me through your eyes, and you've converted me not just into a fan, but a believer. And not just a believer in the death hoax, but a believer in him, a believer in his innocence, his goodness. It's pretty amazing that when you're following somebody who strives to be the best at what he does, that when you're putting your attention into that, you try to accomplish the best. And you might not reach any type of level that that person has reached, but you're reaching your own personal best. I've tried for my own personal best, and as much as it seems that my world is shattering in so many ways, I can't tell you how much you've all helped me, and how much being a fan of his has helped me. I thought it was interesting that Conrad Murray, when he was asked, "How do you plead?" he said, "Your Honor, I'm an innocent man." Now, I've gone to the courthouse, and I only got in the courtroom 2 days, but I'm there every day that he's there, and I see him walk this way, and I see him walk that way. And I'm not convinced he's not telling the truth. I thought that was an interesting phrase, how he didn't say just "not guilty, Your Honor." He said, "I'm an innocent man. Your Honor, I'm an innocent man." The person who I can't remember, who did the video with the rabbit, the white rabbit, in the courtroom. Now, since I wasn't in the courtroom, I can't confirm that that actually was there, but, you know, I mean, if it's in the videos, then it must be there, right? Interestingly enough that somebody caught that, because I was in the courtroom on the first day of the preliminary, and I looked around the courtroom for anything unusual like that, and all I saw where that white rabbit was, there was a Santa Claus. Now, granted, it was right after the holidays, so a Santa Claus in that position was appropriate, you know, not taking down your holiday decorations. But I thought it was interesting that in a courtroom, there was a Santa Claus. On the desk, there was an elephant. There was some sort of heart tilted on its side. And over in the corner, there was something pink. I thought it was a pink panther, like a stuffed animal, pink panther. But as I walked by, it was a pink stuffed animal, but I don't think it was a panther. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was a pink stuffed animal. So I've never been in courtrooms before. I don't know if it's the norm to have all kinds of little stuffed animal type thingies going on there. I'm sure it probably is normal. But you never see it on Law and Order. After we went to the court yesterday, I was with my friend, and we went down to 100 North Carrollwood, and we were walking around and we were looking into the area where there's been a covered car in the, you know, I can't explain it to you, but it's not really a garage, but it's the outside of the garage. But there's a covered car that's visible from the street. And, we were just exploring and we went around to the front. And I didn't have my camera with me. Actually, somebody's drawn little sketches of Michael Jackson like across the street from where 100 North Carrollwood is, and then there's 3 sketches of him in the driveway, and then there's a sketch of him at the corner where the person hands out the Hollywood tour guide maps. And anyhow, as we're coming around the corner, the gates were open and a van had just pulled in, and I tried to run through there. I can't believe I'm doing this. If I would have made it through, they could have arrested me for trespassing. From there, we went to UCLA, the Ronald Reagan Medical Center, and so we walked around there, and we were trying to piece together certain things, like if a celebrity was in there, where would people visiting the celebrity park, and would it be blocked off to the public? And they told me, the valet people told me that occasionally there would be tighter security around those types of vehicles, and it would be underground, parked by the valet, just with increased security. And we asked 3 different people that worked there if there was any kind of fire drill or evacuation the day that Michael Jackson was there. One person who said he didn't work there at that time, he said yes. I'm like, I don't think he understands what we're saying. 2 people who it was clear that they knew I was talking about that day, and yes, they were at work on that day, and they said no, it didn't happen. We also asked a valet person who said that the valet wouldn't be aware of it because they can't hear if a fire drill goes on the inside, and when the employees evacuate, they wouldn't have evacuated in front of them out their exit door. They would have evacuated over by the employee cafeteria. So he couldn't be sure one way or another. And then I saw this article in the Huffington Post, and I know it's just a way to word what's going on, but I thought it was interesting. I don't know. I just keep seeing some sort of resemblance here. Am I the only one?